Thank you, everybody. Thanks for that vibrant conversation. And to those of you here in the room and online who have stuck with us through the entire panel, you will have 2 rewards for that. The first is to hear from my friend Heather Conley, the president of the German Marshall Fund of the United States, to make some closing remarks. And the second is we invite everybody to stay for lunch and to talk to us and to each other about these very important issues. I would be remiss if I did not close out our panel finally with a tip of the hat to Canada, who, as we write in this Towards a Marshall Plan for Ukraine report, has authorized under Canadian law the seizure of Russian public assets, a very important, pioneering, controversial, but pioneering effort as we try to figure this out. Heather.
Well, thank you, Norm. I stand between you and lunch, so this is going to be very, very brief. But first, let me thank you, Norm, Tom, Josh, Aaron. Thank you so much for a great discussion. I have to say, my prescription, we have to remain viciously bipartisan as we work through these challenges. We have to stay positive, but never shying away from tough questions that we are being asked. But I think one of the missing pieces is the clarity of strategic purpose. You know, we need to be clear with the American people, the purpose, why, what's important, and tell them if this isn't successful, the costs. So that clarity is so important. But, you know, in many ways, the Ukrainian people demonstrate to us on a daily basis what is worth fighting for. And that's what gives us energy. So why is the German Marshall Fund in this fight? Well, we have a special responsibility because we were created 51 years ago as the living memorial to the Marshall Plan. That's why, in part, we are in this fight. And if there's one thing that the Marshall Plan delivered 76 years ago, it delivered hope. It delivered dignity. And the delivery mechanism for that hope and that dignity is democracy. So we pride ourselves in our small role as builders of democracy, strong and more durable transatlantic relationship as part of that building. So not only do we try to build democracy with our civil society partners, Josh's essential work is defending that democracy from malign influence, whether that's corruption or disinformation. But as every builder knows, we need some good architectural design plans. This is a really good architectural design plan as we continue to build democracy. And colleagues, how privileged we all are to be part of the greatest build project of our lifetimes, and that's Ukraine. And so you need partners for that build job. So we have incredible partners. Many, many thanks to the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development. You are an awesome partner. Thank you for hosting. We have 8 organizations here that are building partners that are including democracy advocates, think tanks, civil society coalitions, public sector donors. You are critical partners and builders for us. We are building new tools like Dream, like Prozoro. These are powerful transparency tools that I'm hearing a little discomfort from some donors and private sector going, that's a lot of transparency. Well, yes, it is. We are building new instruments. We're hearing from the private sector that they are eager to build, but they need the confidence of transparency and accountabilities and reform and a judicial reform process that supports that contractual law. That is part of building democracy. And we even built something new here. We created a new Ukrainian network of employees here at the bank, in part because one of our Ukrainian alums are here and building that. So we always need to continue to keep building. So on behalf of GMF, thank you for being builders, for partners. Keep building. What was one of the most powerful videos and messages of the Ukraine Recovery Conference? We build Ukraine. I feel like we are part of that We Build Ukraine, but you need a little lunch to keep that strength going, to keep building. So let me thank the BHP Foundation for providing that delicious lunch. Keep building, my friends. Slava Ukraini.